watching Bracket Week, presented by Kubota. The site just a little west of Houston, Texas. We are in Katy. Greetings from the Southland Conference Championship, where the number 5 seed Incarnate Word Cardinals take on the 3 seed Southeastern Louisiana Lady Lions at the Merrill Center. And welcome inside. I'm John Liddle alongside Naismith Basketball Hall of Famer Van Chancellor. One of these teams is going to punch their ticket to the NCAA Tournament for the first time ever. And that's such a memorable moment. What was it like when you made the tournament for the first time?
We made our first tournament bid. We got a telephone call in those days. And let me tell you how excited you are, your team. They're all sitting there. They're all so pumped up. One of these teams is going to get the thrill of a lifetime here today, John.
It's going to be incredible. But memories have already been made here in Katy. And for UIW, Jacqueline Moore got it started out with a game-winning 3 in the first round.
You want to go to your conference tournament, get a shot. You make it. You make the shot that sends you to the next game. They were almost eliminated. Moore is the real thing. She has 61 points in 3 games.
But you never know for UIW who is going to step up big in this tournament. Destiny Terrell did it in the second round, almost a 20-20 game. Tiana Gardner yesterday.
And you look at both of these players. They do a great job of doing what they do best. Destiny is a tremendous offensive rebounder. Gardner is a player that can come in and give them a post presence offensively and defensively.
Southeastern Louisiana, 2 nights ago, they were able to take down UNO in the opening round. 52 points off their bench, including Kelly and Bell getting it done.
Yes, their bench is as strong as any team in the country, and they do it with Kelly. She's tall, she's 6'4", she rebounds, she blocks shots. Bell is instant offense.
Yesterday in the semifinals, Alexis Horn stepped up. The sophomore had her best game of the year.
Horn did a great job. She has 17 points, 8 rebounds. She did a nice job of shooting from outside. She can penetrate. She's strong enough to finish inside. I thought she got her team on her back and carried them through most of the game.
And how about Kaeli Giratano? She'd only made 7 threes all year. She made 3 in yesterday's game alone.
Giratano did a great job of being able to score inside. She had not shot the 3 ball all year, but what did she do in this game? She made the 3 ball that basically got them close, and then made the 3 ball that actually tied the game, sent it into overtime, and they won.
An incredible performance. We're looking forward to more today. UIW against Southeastern from Katy, Texas. Tip-off is next. Welcome back into Katy. John Liddle with the Hall of Famer Van Chancellor. Starting lineups for the Southland Conference Championship. Incarnate Word goes with Wheeler, and the leading scorer in the league, Jacqueline Moore. Destiny Terrell's been incredible, along with Bell and Means. Southeastern Louisiana, they've used this lineup all 3 games. Cunningham, Brown, and Horn at the guards. Giratano, a big guard. Caitlin Williams, first-team all-conference player on the inside. There's Alexis Horn. She was a hero. Moore, the leading scorer in the league. She's been great all tournament, over 20 points a game. Southeastern in the whites, and it's UIW in the red. Our officiating crew, Cheney Mensch, LaJonda Kidd, and Travis Jones. And UIW wins the tap. Southeastern has been so good defensively this year, Coach.
Yes, and the big difference in this game is Southeastern Louisiana is so big, so physical. UIW's got to be able to break even on the boards in this game. 2
teams split the regular season series. Giratano is able to steal it away from Myra Bell, and on the tie ball, it goes to Southeastern. Giratano was huge yesterday with the 3 threes, including the tying 3 to basically force overtime yesterday, where the Lady Lions got it done, taking down Texas A&M Corpus Christi.
Southeastern Louisiana does a nice job of ball screening and then trying to get the ball inside. But you look at it right now, every time Horn just runs this offense, they get a double ball screen, and she comes off of it, post feed, then kicks it back out.
Giratano so hot from outside, but comes up short. And on the rebound, another tie ball, the possession arrow in favor of UIW this time.
See, this is what UIW has to do. Give Southeastern Louisiana only 1 shot. They cannot give them extra shots.
And in both games during the regular season, as again, another opportunity goes over Southeastern's way. Both times during the regular season, Southeastern won the boards, and they won them handily against UIW.
Yes, but right there, that's the uncalled for turnover. You get the ball out of bounds after getting the jump ball. You got to be able to get it in. There wasn't that much pressure.
Trying to crack the scoreboard a minute in. This is Caitlin Williams, first-team all-conference player, and she gives it away. Maybe some jitters early.
No question, John, they're jitters. Those are two, just nothing but nerves. You're early in the game. You want to go so bad. See, if you're in one of the Power 5 schools, 7 or 8 of your teams get it. In this conference, one gets it, and you better play. You better play right now.
Moore nearly gives it away in the backcourt. Only one to get it across, and a 10-second violation. Turnovers galore early on.
3 turnovers in the first minute of 20 seconds of play. I think you've got to be able to. Southeastern, I think, has come out with UIW and caught them a little bit off guard with all this pressure they have full court. That's 2 turnovers out of the press. Now, Southeastern can press because they play a lot of players. They're going to play 10 players here today.
So
great deal.
Going to break through. And Jeff Dow did say, yeah, the depth concerns us a little bit that Southeastern has, but I am playing 9 at this point, which is more than they have earlier this season.
See, your adrenaline is going to come in the third, fourth quarter. You're not as worried about depth because you're going to play at this time.
How about Means? 2 blocks on a first-team all-conference player.
I don't think Williams was expecting that at that time.
Jamie Means getting big. Alexis Horn on the run. The left-handed finish.
Horn was red hot yesterday. Doing the same thing today.
Here comes the trap once more. This time UIW brings it across. And Means has it tied up. Let's take a look at our Geico keys to the game. Coach, what do we got today?
Yeah, I think that they've got to take care of the ball. Then they've got to playing with house money. You said that yesterday. Then if you're Southeastern, don't lose more and then get inside. You're big, you're strong, you got great depth there. Get the ball inside.
Southeastern Louisiana won handily at their place against UIW. And the Cardinals returned the favor last month at home with a slim win.
But when you play a 2-3 zone like UIW has played, Southeastern Louisiana's got to make some outside shots.
Giratano puts it up with one on the shot clock, rattles it in.
That's 2 great shots for Southeastern Louisiana right here with the shot clock going down.
Can UIW respond? They've had 3 of their best offensive games of the year in the tournament, including scoring a season-high 90 in the semifinals against McNeese. Backdoor cut. Bell underneath. Tough finish, doesn't go.
UIW's got to find something offensively. They've had too many turnovers. I think they'll make a sub at the point guard spot. You look at it, she does a great job, Jenkins, of igniting this UIW team.
Cunningham whips it underneath. Williams is doubled, shovels it back out. Extra pass, Cunningham in the lane, loses it. Giratano ready to shoot. Can't get the roll, and a foul called against Caitlin Williams.
Now, when I talked to Coach Dow before the game, he said, we're going to block out. We got to take, when they come over us, we got to still block out and get the foul call. That's what they did then.
It's all about toughness.
Physicality. You got to be tough. That's what UIW is going to have to do to win this game.
Jeff Dow's team, they have been a underdog ever since the quarterfinals. They were the favorite against Nichols in the 5-8 matchup in the opening round, but they were down by 5 with 15 seconds left, and Moore hit 2 threes to send them to the win. Since then, they've been playing with house money, playing loose and getting it done. But today, so far, it's too many turnovers early on for Jocelyn Moore and UIW.
Southeastern Louisiana's length is causing them a great deal of problems. They're trapping a little smaller guards for UIW, and they cannot pass the ball out of the trap.
Williams against Means again. Williams can't score. Means gets big. UIW's already turned it over 5 times. In the win against Southeastern, they only turned it over 10 times the entire game.
They only had 12 yesterday in their win over HBU. They got to take better care of the basketball.
They've been doing that in the tournament. Terrell gets the advantage and is fouled on the way to the rim. 2 shots coming for Destiny Terrell as the foul goes on Brianka Ducksworth.
See, but UIW's played 4 minutes. Moore's not had a shot. Moore's the leading scorer in this conference. She's got to get some touches. You got to find her a little bit. Now you're going to bring in a player right now for UIW, I think, in Gardner. I really like. Got size. She can rebound. She can actually score. I think this is a good sub by Jeff.
Destiny Terrell has had an incredible tournament. Certainly an all-tournament type player. Back-to-back double-doubles. Had 24 and 19, both career highs against McNeese in the quarterfinals.
Just in the quarterfinals, she was just relentless. She had 9 offensive rebounds. It's unbelievable how well she has rebounded the basketball.
And she's only a 5'9" guard, Coach. It's incredible the way she's done it. Now Southeastern dips into that bench as UIW goes with a little bit of a trap. Ducksworth nearly throws it away. Taylor Bell, the freshman out of Shreveport, has been huge. Gets it back to Horn.
Horn is, I like a big guard. She can see over the defender. She handles the ball very, very well.
Horn tries to dump it inside, throws it away. Bell on the steal for Incarnate Word. UIW has been playing with incredible energy since the start of this tournament.
Now, but it's time. Somebody's got to set more a ball screen. Get her a shot. Get her a look at the basket.
Gardner goes up and under. She gets blocked away by Kelly. Grabs her own miss. Gets it to Destiny Jenkins in the game for the first time. Terrell, the delay to the bucket for 2.
Terrell has done a nice job of penetrating, dishing. Give UIW credit. Early they were struggling. They turned it over 5 times. They've cut the game now down back to 4-3. And I think that's because they brought in certain players off the bench, just helped them, giving them a little bit of a lift.
How have you felt about how UIW's played defensively so far?
I think they played as well as they can play. They've defended well. We got an offensive foul right here, but
Alexis Horn called for the offensive foul, and the Lady Lions give it back. Early on, it's a slugfest. You're watching Bracket Week, presented by Kubota.
College basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Kubota. Together we do more. And by AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, and secure.
Semifinal celebrations from Saturday. Southeastern Louisiana up early on Incarnate Word, 4-3 at the First Media. Starting lineups brought to you by Kubota. UIW with Wheeler, Moore, Terrell, Bell, and Means. Very deep Southeastern team going with Cunningham, Brown, Horn, Giratano, and Williams. John Liddle back alongside gold medalist Van Chancellor. But Coach Chancellor, this game may be won in the depth that these two teams have. Ayla Gazzardo just loves the way her team can go 5, 6, 7 deep off the bench.
Southeastern does a nice job of bringing in a lot of players, but early in this game right now, if you're UIW and you've had 5 turnovers in 5 minutes to play and you're only down 1, you feel pretty good. But I'm going to tell you right now, Jenkins has come in, number 4, and she's just settled this team down. They can't press her.
Jenkins definitely has the speed, the handles. Now here's Joplin Moore, hasn't scored yet. And too strong. They were trying to get it to Terrell. Too strong by Tiana Gardner. Turnover number 6 on the Cardinals.
Yes, and right now, let's go back from Southeastern Louisiana's point of view. They've got to get in and find somebody to give them the offense. In this 6 minutes, the other teams competed. They made 6 turnovers. You got to have more than 4 points. That means you've had 6 more offensive opportunities than your opponents.
Deja Harvey may be that player. Great three-point shooter. But underneath, Horn gets to the bucket, just can't finish. Alexis Horn, though, has been a factor early on.
Oh, yes. Right now, UIW's, because they're not very big, near as big as Southeastern, they're sending everybody to the boards.
Joplin Moore, tough shot. Rebound comes down to Natalie Kelly, the transfer from Auburn. Southeastern Louisiana started the conference season 8-0. They were rolling, leading the league, but stumbled toward the end of the season. They lost 4 of their last 6. They've recovered in the conference tournament with 2 big wins.
What happened to them as Bell goes in and misses the layup, their intensity on defense went down a little bit. When they regained it, they are back to the team they once were.
Gardner has been instant offense off the bench this season, and Gardner called for the foul here as she charged into the lane.
I think that right now UIW's got to do a better job of playing within themselves. I think certain players are taking it to the rack. They might need to look at Terrell and Moore because they only have 3 points and early in the game.
First team foul, by the way, on Gardner. And it's giveaway number 7 on Incarnate Word, a team that has only given it away an average of 12 times a game over the course of the first 3 games of the tournament. 4th game in 4 days for UIW. How do you think that plays into it?
I think early might play a little part, but if they can keep it close in the 4th quarter, adrenaline. You aren't thinking about how tired you are. You're thinking about making the NCAA tournament.
Horn trying to dribble through the traffic and gives it away. Here comes Destiny Terrell, one of the stars of the tournament. Moore, the other star, caroms on.
The Moore's going to have to get red hot for UIW. She's going to have 20 when it's over with for them to win today.
She's averaged 20 in the tournament. She averaged almost 19 points a game over the course of the season to lead the league. Giratano, yesterday's hero. Short corner. Around and off, but Kelly with the offensive rebound. The stick back doesn't go. Offensive board doesn't go down for Deja Harvey, but she heads to the line.
See, that was one of the things when you talk to Coach Dow. That's 3 offensive rebounds in 1 possession. You look at Southeastern, they're long. You take Kelly is 6'5", and she plays big. Harvey plays big. 3 offensive rebounds. Now you bring in somebody else that has size. Davis. Davis not but 6'4".
Deja Harvey to the line for 2. She doesn't go there very often. She's only 2 of 5 from the free throw line this season. You see Morgan Carrier in the game for the first time. 3rd team All-Southland Conference. Didn't play yesterday, and Coach Gazzardo thinks she could be a factor against the zone that the Cardinals play.
Yes, Carrier is a great 3-point shooter, and the game that they won easily, she knocked down about 5 or 6 of them. I think she'll come in and score against this zone.
The game at UIW, she was only 1 of 6 from outside. So, yeah, she was a factor in both of those games, Coach.
I think that Carrier has to come in now and give them some instant offense.
Underdog UIW keeping it close, but continuing to give it away. Here comes Sierra Cunningham.
And a shooter doesn't care whether they played yesterday or today. They're going to come in and shoot.
Morgan Carrier on the jump stop. Off the rim, but Cunningham grabs the carom. Bell was the one to keep it alive. Shot clock resets out to 20. Southeastern with yet another opportunity. Carrier way over the top and out.
I don't think that was a very good shot right there for Carey. I think she's got a move. You can get that shot anytime. I can jump up 3 feet past the 3-point line and get a shot anytime. You got to have a little patience.
Ayla Gazzardo, she is from the hometown of Hammond, Louisiana, where Southeastern is located. Didn't play college ball there. Went elsewhere, went to Akron. Played point guard there, and she's so happy to be home, and she says this means so much to her. If her team was able to make the NCAA tournament, it would be the culmination of everything that she came back to Hammond to do.
And there's no question. It would mean so much to her, her family, and everybody else.
What a take by the sophomore, Cameron Gibson, announcing her presence with an and one.
Yes, and what an outstanding play right there by Gibson, because this is about the low scoringest championship quarter I've seen in a long time. Whichever team can score some, get a little spurt offensively, is going to take a big lead and an advantage.
4th team foul, and the first on Morgan Carrier on the reach-in. Ties the ball game up, and Davis cracks down the rebound. Yeah, for everything that UIW has not been able to do on both ends of the floor, somehow this game is still tied at 5.
What they've done is a great job of defending. They have played this zone and played it tough.
15% shooting for Southeastern so far. Can Cunningham get it going? Can Carrier get it going? Carrier in the lane, forcing it up. Too strong. Gardner, the strong board.
UIW can take the last shot.
Jenkins knows it and gets it to the steady Destiny Terrell. Incarnate Word hadn't won 3 games in a row all year. They've done it here in the tournament.
Well, they've done it at the right time, and they've looked good winning those 3 games, John.
Chloe Storr.
They got to realize shot clock's down.
Down to 2. Gardner leans in. Can't get the roll. My goodness. Everything but going down, Coach.
Oh, yeah. Somebody's got to score. Looks like to me the first team gets to 40 going to win this game.
Jeff Dow, a sigh of relief. His team didn't play very well here in the first quarter, but they're tied up with the 3 seed, Southeastern, at the end of one. You're watching Bracket Week, presented by Kubota. One of these teams heading to the NCAA Tournament for the first time in school history, UIW, Southeastern, tied up at 5 after 1. Southeastern Louisiana got a first-round bye as the 3 seed. Beat New Orleans handily, balanced effort, 19 assists as a team, and then beat A&M Corpus Christi in a classic in overtime. Won the turnover battle 22-10, and Ayla Gazzardo's team has been focused since coming to Katy. John Liddle back alongside Van Chancellor, the gold medalist. UIW hanging around despite 8 turnovers already, and it's because of their defense.
Yes, right now, Southeastern Louisiana has missed their last 9 shots after starting 4-0.
Means comes off on the shot. The rebound is knocked out by Christy Brown of Southeastern. And the officials change it as LaShonda Kidd came in to help. And Jeff Dow's team gives it back. Red
knocked it out. We've got the lower scoring game. Somebody's got to pick it up offensively. But I think right now, I think Giratano's got to find some way to score. She's just too good a scorer. She's an all-conference player. You look at it, her and Williams inside, number 25, they got to put it up.
Nice sharing. Ducksworth can't hit, but Williams on the follow.
I like Williams as clean. She just looks like a basketball player to me. The first time I saw her, I said, she's my kind. Long and lean and can shoot.
Caitlin Williams in her 5th year out of Bruley, Louisiana, and she is only 11 points shy of 1,000 in her Southeastern career. UIW, do they have more magic left on this Sunday? Their 4th game in 4 days. Gibson, the big bucket at the end of the first, out of control, travel.
I think it's down to too many players for UIW right now is trying to do things that they don't normally do. You're in the championship game. You're trying to go to the tournament too bad. Pass the ball. Give somebody else an opportunity to score.
Goes back to our Geico keys to the game, Coach. We talked about just staying loose, and it doesn't look like UIW is very loose so far.
Yes, and I think you got to get Moore back in the game, and I think Moore's next break is tomorrow night.
Moving the ball better, Southeastern. Horn all alone for 3.
Has Horn played like this all year? No, ladies and gentlemen. In their last 2 or 3 games, she has just been so good from knocking down the ball at the 3-point line.
Another giveaway. It's the 10th turnover by Incarnate Word. Jeff Dow trying to keep his team's spirits up despite the uneven start.
Yeah, but you know right now, the trap that Southeastern Louisiana is running is the little 3/4 court trap. It's causing Southeastern more trouble than I thought it would because they have such good ball handlers.
UIW, again, hadn't turned it over much coming into the final here.
Yeah, I think that UIW is going to have to get someone in the middle of that trap so they can pass it and then kick it out.
Giratano, one of the heroes from yesterday, to Horn, who had 17, a season high. 4 to shoot for Horn. Feeling it, to the cup, off the mark.
Carroll is a rebounding machine. When she gets her hands on it, you can forget it.
At 19 in the quarterfinals, this is a blocking foul against Alexis Horn. That is her 2nd foul.
And I think, though, I've said it 2 times before, but right now, UIW's got to get the ball to number 3. Moore needs some touches. She's a great scorer. I think that if she could pick it up and score, I think that they could get a little more confidence in their offensive play.
Southeastern did a good job against Jocelyn Moore in the matchups in the regular season, only giving up 11.5 points a game to a player that averaged 18 a contest. Ducksworth knocks it away. Cunningham back to Ducksworth. Wheeler on her hit and 1.
What a great defensive play. Right now, we're going to see Coach Dow take a timeout. I think it's a great timeout. He needs to settle his team down. But right now, the Southeastern defense is carrying the game.
Southeastern Louisiana, 7-0 starts to the 2nd quarter. Brianka Ducksworth, the spark plug, off the bench. Southeastern by 7 in Katy. Tonight at 5 Eastern, the toughest sport on dirt makes its way to Glendale, Arizona for the U.S. Border Patrol Invitational. Catch PBR, Unleash the Beast on CBS Sports Network. Southeastern Louisiana unleashing a little bit of everything on UIW here in the second quarter. John Liddle back alongside the legend Van Chancellor as Jocelyn Moore and UIW look for answers against the Lady Lions, who have come out firing in the second.
What they've got to do is do a much better job of protecting the ball. In the first 3 games, they had 14, 13, 12 turnovers in 3 games apiece. Now they've got 11 already with 7:36 left. All of those turnovers, you don't get looks and shots at the basket.
8-0 run to start the second quarter. Can Carterward do anything about it? Destiny Terrell called for the offensive foul, and Terrell picks up her second.
Terrell got called because she had an elbow out. I think that's a tough call because that's a lot of fouls right there on one player. There's 2 fouls on her, and she's a key player. She's a rebounding machine. Hadn't
been in foul trouble all tournament.
Oh, yeah.
UIW comes back with Chloe Storr, who has been big off the bench in this tournament. Can she step up? She knocks it away here. Moore tried to chase it down, but Giratano still has it. 15 to shoot. Giratano shows and goes. Way off the mark. But Ducksworth has the offensive board. Free to shoot. Taken away by Means.
Moore gets the ball. I think she's going to have to be able to penetrate to the basket. Somebody's going to have to set a ball screen for her.
She gives it away. Cunningham strips it. Numbers for Southeastern. Giratano spins on Storr. Feeds Williams. Off the mark.
Southeastern's got some great looks at the basket. They can't finish it.
Jitters on both sides. The winner goes to the NCAA Tournament for the first time in team history.
Southeastern's defensive pressure on the guards from UIW has been very, very difficult.
Moore to Bell. Over the top. Means sends it back into Wheeler. 5 to shoot. So Storr goes to work against Williams. Through the lane for 2.
Storr comes in. She comes in the last game. She comes in this game. And she gives them an offensive lift.
Coach Dow said that she had to learn on the fly how to play the 4 just 4 or 5 days thanks to a injury to Brenna Perez, and Storr has done a great job stepping up during the tournament. Storr knocks it away. A steal by Myra Bell. Bell has great speed. Means joining the power dribble. Count it, and 1.
Now you're seeing UIW pick up the pace a little bit. That's what they've got to do. They've got to get the ball down quicker before Southeastern sets up. And on that particular play, Means does a great job. You need your post players. That's the hardest thing to do in coaching to a degree, is getting your post players to really run hard and then finish plays.
Means 63% at the line this season. The transfer from ULM, Jeff Dow, formerly at Louisiana Monroe, recruited Means to Monroe. She followed a couple years later. Big three-point play here to make it a 3-point game. Nearly knocked away. Giratano keeps it alive and fires it over the head of Davis.
This is the turnover blues now is helping to see Southeastern Louisiana. They've had their last 2. Big players, you're supposed to throw the ball. Now, if you ain't played the 4 in a while, you ain't throwing it in. That's not her fault. She just she's not used to playing there. See, that certain coaches let certain players throw the ball in bounds. Her position throws it in.
Destiny Jenkins says, "No, clear out. I can take Giratano."
Jenkins has come in and beat the press, handled it well.
Jocelyn Moore still scoreless, leading scorer in the league this season.
And only down 3 points. Figure that out.
I'm trying. Jenkins slips it. Extra pass to Bell from Storr. Only 3 to shoot. Means knows it and gets the roll. It's a big run. 7-0.
What a shot by Means. But I love a player that knows where the shot clock is. You need smart players on the floor. She knew it was down to about 3. What a shot.
Little game of runs, Coach.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Jocelyn Moore overplays, called for the foul. Team foul number 3 on UIW.
See, Moore, you cannot get frustrated. You've been used to scoring. I think that was a little bit of a frustrated foul. You can't do that. As we watch Means, just they're great presence. You're a post player and you can make that shot.
Means has a good face-up game to about 17 feet. Skip it to Ducksworth. She's over the top. Good block out by Bell, but it's lost out of bounds by Jenkins. Davis's presence there on the backside.
Davis,
big.
the former volleyball player, 6'4". She just kept the ball alive. That's what you do in volleyball. You keep it alive. Davis kept it alive. Now that's why Southeastern has another possession. Davis
played 4 years of volleyball at Texas A&M. Gets the post position here on Means. Goes to work for 2.
She just overpowers when she plays on the block.
Can't teach size. He's a 2-time district MVP in basketball back at Bishop Moore High School in Orlando. But she was an All-American volleyball player before going to A&M. Jenkins for 3. Silky smooth.
She doesn't look like she's big enough to shoot the ball from that far out, but she proved me wrong yesterday, proved me wrong today. What a game, 15 all.
I think her middle name should be Logo.
Oh,
yeah. Like she's always looking for the logo. We're tied up thanks to a big UIW run. Means knocks it away, and UIW going for the lead. Jenkins is calling for it. Here goes Moore. Hasn't scored yet. Forces the issue. Can't hit it. And a timeout called by Southeastern. They were up by 8, but the Cardinals flying back into the championship game in the Southland Conference Tournament. You're watching Bracket Week, presented by Kubota. San Jacinto Monument here in Southeast Texas. UIW found themselves down by 8. Then they come storming back. A little over 3 left in the first half. Jocelyn Moore, the leading scorer in the league, hasn't scored, Coach Chancellor, but still UIW draws even with the favorites.
If you're Coach Dow, you're thinking to myself, my best player has not scored a basket, and I'm tied up. I'm just a fortunate coach. We're going to find a way to win this game.
Meanwhile, the Lady Lions only shooting 26%. What do they need to do?
They've got to find somebody. They got to get the ball a little closer to get it inside.
Giratano says closer? Closer?
Giratano proves me wrong every time. I said she's 7 for what, about 40? Now she's hit 4 in a row. Last game, I'm counting last game now.
Kaeli Giratano, yesterday's hero with a tying 3 to help send things to overtime. Also had a big assist late in that game. Gardner down by 3, double team, good double. Gets it out to Jenkins. What a great shot by Tiana Gardner.
Gardner comes in. We talk about Giratano going out there and hitting the 3 ball. How about our girl coming in and just Gardner knocking down the 3 ball the 2 ball from 15 feet.
Gardner, her first 2, but she's been in double figures 5 straight games. In her previous 30 games of her career, she'd only been in double figures 5 times. Bell penetrates, lays it home.
Bell's a freshman that thinks she ought to be starting. I'm sure of that because I watch the way she plays. She's so confident when she shoots the ball.
This time of year, they're not freshmen anymore though, right, Coach?
Oh, yeah.
Jocelyn Moore dropping it off, store the extra pass. Bell, wow, through the defense, just leaves it short.
What a play, couldn't finish it. This game's kind of warming up now like I thought it would. 20-17. I think we're going to have a great second half.
Kind of like my old Ford Tempo. It took a while to warm up.
Yeah.
When it got going, though. Catch and shoot by Deja Harvey, in and out. Big rebound by Gardner. UIW can tie on a 3. Don't mind if I do. Destiny Jenkins.
Ladies and gentlemen, she's 5'4", but that's what they say she is. But I think she's about 5'2", but she plays like she's 6'7". What a shot.
Local kid from San Antonio getting it done in the championship game of the Southland Tournament. Down and dirty, that's what it's all about in championship games. This one's going to stay with the Lady Lions on the tie ball. Morgan Davis didn't do a lot of digging as a middle blocker at A&M, but she's able to find the floor.
On this out-of-bounds play, you got to watch Davis ball screening and then coming back to the ball.
Bell, Giratano, she's red hot. Davis on the pogo stick.
Her size right now is just overwhelming UIW, but now UIW can take the last shot. The shot clock is off, game clock is on, 20 seconds left.
UIW 6 for 10 from the floor in the second quarter. 8 to shoot it, knocked away, stolen. Giratano with 5 seconds. Jenkins swipes. Bell at the horn, banks it in! What'd you say about the freshman thinking should she be starting?
She thinks,
got all the confidence.
If my coach get me in the game, now we got the best 5 in the game. That's what she's thinking. You see that shot? She didn't have any doubt it's going in.
She wears number 5 because she is one of the best 5. From the K, Ayla Gazzardo is with our Madi Morris.
Coach, a very low-scoring first half, but we just saw that last-second buzzer beater. How much momentum is that going to give your team going into the next half?
Yeah, it's huge. We've got to be able to finish around the rim. You know, we're getting great looks, we're getting easy looks, layups even, but we've got to be able to finish around the rim. So, you know, that level buzzer beater helped out a little bit.
Both you and Coach Dow pride yourself on your defensive efforts. What else do you need to see from your offense this next half?
We've got to make better passes. You know, a lot of our passes have been tipped, a little bit of deflections here and there, so we've got to make clean passes. Find the open player, just make it clean.
Thank you, Coach.
We got a good one in Katy in the championship game of the Southland Conference Tournament. One of these teams goes dancing for the first time ever. AT&T at the half coming up next, including a visit with Deputy Commissioner Chris Grant of the Southland Conference.
CBS Sports presents AT&T at the half. AT&T 5G, fast, reliable, and secure.
Welcome back to halftime at the Merrill Center in Katy, Texas at our Southland Conference Women's Basketball Championship. Earlier this morning, I had a chance to touch base with Southland Deputy Commissioner Chris Grant, and we'll hear what he had to say about this exciting week of basketball. Chris, it's been so much fun here at the Merrill Center this last week. We are here at halftime of the Women's Basketball Championship. History will be made today because one of these two teams will be punching their ticket to the NCAA Championship for the first time in school history. What does that mean for the conference?
Maddie, that's so exciting what we have going right now. As you mentioned, first time in conference history for either one of these institutions. One Louisiana, one Texas. Who takes the title home? Who goes marching to the dance? We're looking forward to it. It's been an exciting game so far.
Yes, and last night we had our men's basketball championship, Southeastern versus Texas A&M Corpus Christi. The Islanders were able to get it done, and they will go dancing for the first time since 2007. What does that mean to the program after talking with head coach Steve Lutz?
After talking to Coach Lutz, Dr. Miller, the president of Corpus Christi, and John Palumbo, the athletic director, 15-year drought. Now you're bringing the title back home. But not only that, they're at home tonight watching the selection show, getting ready to find out their destiny. And we're excited as a conference to get behind them. But they're not looking to be a part of the dance. We're trying to go and win in the dance.
And you mentioned 15 years. We've actually been hosting our basketball tournament here in Katy for the last 15 years at the Merrill Center. We will not be returning next year. So can you just talk about what this has meant for the city of Katy and just everyone who's helped out in this tournament so far?
Yeah, definitely. Mixed emotions for our conference, our fan base, our coaches, student athletes, city of Katy, the Merrill Center staff, the Katy ISD have been such tremendous hosts throughout this whole ordeal. Nothing but professionals working first class. We'll miss this facility and hope, never say never that we won't come back. But again, we're also looking forward to going to Lake Charles and supporting that community, a resilient community that's been through a lot in recent storms and going through that area. So now we're going back kind of doing a community rebuild project, and we want to be a big part of that.
Yeah, you mentioned next year we'll be headed to Lake Charles. McNeese will be hosting our tournament. I know they just opened up a brand new Legacy Center. Have you had a chance to check it out?
The Legacy Center, I'm telling you, first-class facility. I'm going to go on the line here. Best facility in basketball for the state of Louisiana. I'll put that on the line against anyone. The Legacy Center is phenomenal. Our student-athletes will enjoy attending there. And what else can you not miss? It's a destination. It's going to have a big party in Louisiana. Hey, the most central foot in our footprint, and we're looking forward to it.
Well, thank you so much for joining me, Chris. After the break, we will see more Southland Conference basketball action as well as Red Panda.
Welcome back into Katy, Texas, a rich railroad history here in Southeast Texas. In Southeastern Louisiana, up on UIW, 25-20 at the half. One of these teams headed to the NCAA Tournament for the first time. Superlative awards in the Southland Conference this year. What a year it was, and Tamia Jefferson led HBU to a record-setting season. She averaged about 12 points a game. The junior from Mansfield for Donna Finney's team had 3 20-plus point performances this season. Meanwhile, Alicia Westbrook was the Defensive Player of the Year in the league. She wasn't just a great defensive player. I mean, she was, but great on the offensive side as well. Focusing defensively, 10.5 rebounds a contest. In fact, led the league in offensive and defensive rebounds a game. Plus, she was third in the league in steals, averaging 1.9 a game. McNeese's Kaeli Chamberlain is the Freshman of the Year. All the way from Oregon, led the Cowgirls with 11 points a game, and she scored in double figures 12 times this season, leading scorer on 4 occasions. Candace Paramore from Northwestern State came to Natchitoches and made an immediate impact as the newcomer of the year. She transferred in from Grambling. The senior guard, one of the quickest in the league against league opponents, averaged more than 15 points a game. Meanwhile, Donna Finney's been doing it for a long time at HBU, one of the most respected coaches in this league, and wins the first regular season league title not only for HBU women's basketball, but across the board in HBU athletics in the Southland Conference. The entire all-conference first team joining Tamia Jefferson, Jocelyn Moore, who we've seen today, along with Caitlin Williams, and the great duo from Corpus Christi and McKenna Serrata and Alicia Westbrook. And on the all-defensive team, of course, Alicia Westbrook, along with Paige Allen, got Jasmine Dixon, along with De'Erica Pryor and Marilyn Nzoiwu from HBU. No Southeastern players on that for the best defense in the league. They really have put it on UIW defensively. AT&T at the half continues next here from Katy.
Thank you for watching AT&T at the half.
A ticket to the big dance on the line. Southeastern up on UIW 25-20 at the half. John Liddle back with 4-time WNBA champ Van Chancellor. First half highlights, and Incarnate Word, where would they be without the 5'4" kid from San Antonio, Destiny Jenkins?
Jenkins has just come in and knocked down 2 big-time 3 balls. When you look at it, they're at their point right now. When you ain't scored but 20, and she has 6 of them. And the Bell on the other side, instant offense. You just look at her. She's a freshman, but she thinks she's a starter. She comes in, and then at the end of the half, what a shot, a banker. I think that could be the winning shot.
It just might be.
Even though it's the end of the first half.
Well, it could be the difference in the game, right? Yep. First half stats presented by Ready Nutrition. Coach, there is a lot to look at here, including the turnover advantage for Southeastern.
This is an unbelievable basketball game in this respect. Southeastern Louisiana has 13 points out of their 25 off of 14 UIW turnovers. That's the whole game right there. Too many turnovers by UIW. They got to clean up their act right now. But if you talk to the coach from Southeastern Louisiana, they got to finish the basketball around the basket.
They've had a lot of offensive rebounds, 9 of them in the first half. Southeastern has not won but 1 game this season when they got out-rebounded. 15 of their 16 wins were when they out-rebounded the opponent, and they've got a big rebounding advantage at the half. Bell will start from the bench. We'll see if Jenkins starts the second half or not after being the offense for Incarnate Word. And there's a player that hasn't scored as of yet, Jocelyn Moore, the leading scorer in the league. Coach, how do they get her going?
Yeah, they got to start screening for her a little bit. They got to when you get your best scorer struggling a little bit, they're face guarding her. They're not sagging off of her. You look out there, Horn's guarding her right now. She doesn't help. She stays on her. When she goes away, somebody's got to screen Horn, helping Moore get open.
Both teams starting different starting lineups in the second half than the first, including Incarnate Word going with Jenkins at the point.
I don't think there was any doubt Jenkins was going to score because she beat the press, then turn it over and hit 2-3 balls.
Moore against Horn. Moore. There's that first bucket.
That could be the one that starts Moore. Moore's one of those kinds of players that could have a 20-point second half game after going scoreless in the first half.
She made a splash on day one with the three-pointer. 2 3-pointers, in fact, in the last 15 seconds to beat Nichols at the buzzer. Does she have more magic in her? Winner of this ball game makes it to the NCAA tournament for the first time in school history. Here's Alexis Horn with 5 on the shot clock.
Horn calls off of these ball screens, does the penetration.
Giratano from the logo, way short.
John, I've said it. When you start the second half, after you've been struggling, you score first, you get a shot clock violation. That's an emotional lift if you're UIW.
A lot of pressing in the first half by Southeastern. It caused problems. What do you see here?
Well, there's going to be a lot of problems, but Jenkins just beats it. She just can handle the ball. They're trying to act like they're going to double team her. Well, she just dribbles through it.
Jenkins against Ducksworth. 2 very quick players. Back to Moore. She's isolated up top with 5 to shoot.
1-4 on the baseline. Clear and let her shoot.
Tries to leap into it, off the rim, and Bell comes up with the rebound, pirouettes, and scores.
Yeah, and see, that's a smart play by Moore. She saw the shot clock going down, so she put the ball on the rim. Bell rebounds and scores.
Only the 3rd offensive rebound for the Cardinals, and a quick 4-0 spurt to start the second half, has them down by 1. Williams in the post, has it flicked away, and she is fouled on a reach-in. Jenkins picks it up.
I thought that was a good foul. Jenkins is small, so what you got to do, you got to take a chance. You got quick hands. Always pressure the ball.
Caitlin Williams had a marvelous regular season against this team, averaged 18 a game. Just doesn't climb home for her here, but a great look.
Means has done a great job of rebounding the basketball. She's done a great job of not giving Southeastern but 1 shot.
UIW a better job of rebounding the ball in the second half. Still down by 3 in that respect. Destiny Terrell picked up 2 fouls in the first half. Back to Moore. Jenkins for the lead. Off the mark.
I thought that was a good shot by Jenkins. She has a quick release. That was about the volleyball line, so to speak. You see that white line? That's the volleyball line. But a good shot.
Who's going to be the big shot maker today? We've seen so many of them in this tournament. 1-point lead for Southeastern. Ducksworth in the lane, and she's fouled.
So that's Bell. All you got to do right there with Duckworth, you bailed her out by fouling her. But I think there comes 2 key subs for Southeastern Louisiana. Davis's size has caused UIL a lot of problems, and Bell's ability to shoot the basketball under pressure.
So much depth for Ayla Gazzardo's team, and that includes Brianka Ducksworth at the line, a player that normally comes off the bench. And Coach Gazzardo says that's what Ducksworth wants. She likes being the spark plug.
Yes, and see, some players like to come in and start the game, but a lot of players like to kind of survey the game, see what it's going, and then come in and contribute.
1 of 2 tripped that time. 2-point advantage for Southeastern. Neither team has even been in the Southland Conference Tournament Championship game before. For UIW, either way, this is their last game ever as a Southland member. They're headed to the WAC next year.
You'd like to finish as a winner.
Sure would. As Jenkins gets fouled to the floor, Ducksworth picks it up for second.
And right now, Jenkins is just such a force in this game. If I'm Coach Dowd, she may not come out this. I might not take out certain players. Hey, got to play, got to get it done.
4th game in 4 days. Terrell had it down low. Moore out to Bell. Deep 2 for the tie. Short. Terrell may have gotten held with no call, but an offensive rebound anyway. Means from the baseline. Means has been so good in the face-up game.
If Means is going to face up and can make that shot right inside the three-point line, that could be a factor here in the second half.
Jamie Means has not scored in double figures all year. She has 7 to lead all scores. We're tied at 26. Bell looking high-low. Davis, the great position foul. Myra Bell picks up her second.
This is a tough matchup for Bell. You got Davis, who's 6'4". She keeps the ball over her head. She does a nice job of that. And I think then Means is going to have to come in and defend her and switch with her and Bell.
Morgan Davis to the line, the 4-year volleyball player at Texas A&M. Great kid, says Ayla Gazzardo, a speech pathology major. And just wonderful to have on the team when you played high-level competition. Doesn't matter the sport. I'm sure that's really helped this season.
Yeah, she's an 80% shooter. What a plus for you.
Yeah, and to think that she hasn't been playing basketball consistently over the last 4 years, yet she's 80% at the free throw line, shows you the skill that Morgan Davis has.
Yes, and great skills. And I think in the last 2 or 3 games, she's come off the bench and given them great play on the low block.
Averaging 7 points, 3 boards a game off the bench this season. Jenkins accelerates. Hand off to Jacqueline Moore. Fadeaway is good.
Yes, Moore has it. She goes in. When she gets at that range, that's about 12 feet out. She squares up and just shoots the ball so good.
Tanya Ray, the associate head coach at Incarnate Word, says the best part of her game is the mid-range. It's just something that's not taught much anymore.
No.
Giratano on cue. Puts Southeastern back in front.
Giratano, it's unbelievable what she's done from the three-point line with what she's done all season.
Making a case for tournament MVP. Destiny Terrell. Poked away by Horn, kept alive. Moore has it, only 8 to shoot. Moore poked away by Bell. And here comes Southeastern on the run. Horn fouled. Jenkins reaching in.
Right now, Southeastern's doing a great job of getting their hands, of rebounding, of turning the ball, making UIW turn the ball over. Now here comes a key sub. Gardner matches up with Davis very well. She has the strength to match up, and that's what they need defensively.
Southeastern Louisiana trying to hold UIW at bay. The two teams fight for an NCAA tournament berth. 14 fouls on UIW at the midway point. High pass, but Giratano has the length to bring it down. Cunningham in the post, and a reach-in foul. They're going to get Terrell for her 3rd foul of the game.
College basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Hercules Tires. Ride on our strength. By Jersey Mike's, a sub above. And by Ready Nutrition, official sports drink provider of the Southland Conference.
You're watching Bracket Week presented by Kubota. Southeastern Louisiana up on Incarnate Word, 31-28 midway through the 3rd quarter. Tonight at 7 Eastern, don't miss the return of NCAA March Madness Breakdown as our crew talks tournament seeding, which teams to watch, the road to the Final Four right here on CBS Sports Network. 2 teams vying for a spot in the Women's NCAA Tournament March Madness doing battle today. Sierra Cunningham not able to put her team up by 4. Cunningham 56% at the line. That was the 3rd foul on Terrell right before the break, a foul that Jeff Dow, the head coach at Incarnate Word, did not agree with.
Coach thought it's got all ball. Coach, I hate to say this on TV, but I agree with you. I thought it's all ball at my angle, but I'm not the referee over there at this time. But we right now, UIW's hanging around, only down 4. Southeastern's great defense. They've had a tremendous defensive game so far.
Southeastern built on defense. Nationally, they're the 15th best scoring D in the country. Gardner off the mark, long rebound, tracked down by Moore though. Another chance at it for UIW. Moore for three. Right back at her. Gardner had the rebound for a moment. It's tied up. Possession arrow to Southeastern.
And that's all you can do if you're UIW. You get Moore a wide open three ball, and she's really struggling. I think right now she's getting a little frustrated. If you're a great player, you got to realize, hey, it's going to return to me. It may not be but 2 minutes to go, but it's going to return to me.
64 triples this season for Jacqueline Moore to lead the Southland Conference. None in this game, though. She's been limited to 4. Bell, high post again. Bell. Jenkins comes in for the rebound, tries to start the break. Watch it. Right on the line, Storr.
Oh, yeah.
4-minute mark of the third. The winner to the NCAA tournament for the first time in team history. Flashing inside. The cut and the harm. To the line, Tiana Gardner as Davis picks up the foul.
Gardner's a 71% shooter. That's a nice job. You see, what a wonderful pass, breaking it to a post player that's going outside, then breaking inside.
Gardner, just a great kid out of Stephen F. Austin High School in Austin. 1,000 points in her high school career. She was president of the Black Student Alliance, vice president of NHS, secretary for student council. Did a little bit of everything, Coach. Sounds like a responsible kid, unlike you and I.
Oh, yeah. Hey, not only that, but not a bad basketball player. I'm going to tell you right now, this junior plays big.
3-point lead, Lady Lions. Fending off UIW. Bell to Horn, pushes it up, and Gardner secures another rebound. Really big, especially without Terrell on the floor, the best rebound.
Terrell has been a great rebounder. She's in foul trouble. Now Moore's got to break off of a ball screen and get her open.
Gardner wants to attack Davis. Sends it up to no avail. Chrissy Brown pulls down the board, and the Lady Lions try to extend the advantage. Ayla Gazzardo's team looking for their first ever berth in the NCAA tournament. Robin Roberts is their 4th all-time leading scorer, sportscaster, newscaster, morning show host. Bell.
Robin Roberts turned me down and went to Southeastern Louisiana when I was the Ole Miss coach. I coached in the same high school area where she was a student at it.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah, in Gulfport, Mississippi. Offensive foul, by the way, guys, on the game while it's going on.
She give you a reason?
She wanted to, I don't know, she wanted to stay closer to home. I'm not sure. That happened so long ago, I can't even remember it.
Robin Roberts has her number up in the rafters. Even paid a visit to Hammond this year to talk to the team after the hurricane that came through Southeastern Louisiana area earlier this year. Gardner up and under and one!
Gardner has the presence to go against Kaeli. She's been going against Davis. So they bring in Kaeli with long arms who plays long. And Gardner knocks it down. I think we'll have a fantastic finish, John. I really do. I think it's going to be just like yesterday. We'll have a shot at the buzzer to tie it. We may even be going to overtime.
Lady Lions, the favorite coming into this one, Coach, but they just cannot shake the Cardinals.
No, when you got all the grit that the Cardinals have got, you can't shake a team that's on a mission, buddy. They've been on a mission for 4 days.
They've won 3 straight for the first time this year, looking for 4 straight and a trip to the NCAA tournament. Giratano has been huge.
This zone right now has been affected. Earlier in the game, Southeastern had an opportunity to beat it, but right now it's pretty good.
Giratano. Long rebound, tracked down by Bell. She may have numbers. For 3. In and out. That would have brought the house down here in Katy.
That might have been the play that would have given her the confidence to go ahead and finish this game strong. Good shot, just didn't go in.
Moore held to 4 points, the leading scorer in the league. Giratano leads the league in assist to turnover ratio. Bell, one of the leading freshman scorers. Back to Giratano. Only 4 to shoot. Bell sidesteps, hoist. Here comes UIW. And Bell fumbles it out.
I think they thought there was a shot clock violation. I think it's back time. It's Williams' time. She's all conference. Get her back in the game. Say, Williams, go to work. Take this game over with. You made all conference. You're leading us in scoring.
Yeah, Caitlin Williams comes back into the game. Now, the Lady Lions just have so much depth, though. They're able to go just to anybody on the roster. And Gazzardo says, I've got kids on the bench that could start for anybody in this league, and they know it. Big block. Rebound out to the corner, and coming off the bench, Cameron Gibson gets the block and the ball back for UIW. How about that?
Oh, yes, and right here at the end of I've always liked the end of quarters, end of halves. You got to be able to make plays. You'll see this play inside. What a block. Scramble after the ball.
UIW is trailed by a couple possessions a couple times. Trailed by as many as 8 back in the second quarter, but they fought back every time. It's Princeton offense. They're looking for the back cuts. Now they give it to Jocelyn Moore, the leading scorer. One-on-one with Horn with 5 to shoot. Great matchup. Moore from the mid-range. Rebound to the Lady Lions.
Moore likes to go left. She got the shot she wanted. She wants to go left, hit the 15-footer, couldn't knock it down. She's just really struggling to score.
Shot clock to game clock is 2.
You got to keep your eye on Carrier. She just entered the game. She's such a threat against the 3-ball.
Skips it back behind a screen. Carrier for the lead. Off the mark. Offensive rebound. Brown over the top. Rebound to Gardner. Giratano can't get it away in time off the steal. And we have a tie ball game heading to the 4th quarter. Somebody is going to make the NCAA tournament for the first time in team history. And they just can't break free from one another. UIW, Southeastern, you're watching Bracket Week, presented by Kubota.
College basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by TicketSmarter. Nothing beats the power and excitement of live events like TicketSmarter. For sports, concerts, and theater events, visit TicketSmarter.com and download the app today. And by IOA. For insurance coverage that works overtime, visit Insurance Office of America at IOAUSA.com.
10 more minutes to see who hoists that trophy, who gets the ladder out and climbs it and snips some nets. Southeastern, UIW split the regular season series, and now it's 10 minutes in a tie ball game to decide who gets it done and heads to the NCAA tournament. I'm John Liddle, back alongside 4-time WNBA champion Van Chancellor. We're in Katy, Texas, just west of Houston. UIW with the ball to start the 4th quarter, and a shot does not go for Cameron Gibson. Southeastern Louisiana, the favorite in this one. They started the conference season 8-0, ran into some trouble, but they've been playing well in the conference tournament.
This is when you want to play well. It's conference time, it's playoff time.
Alexis Horn has had a huge tournament and gets fouled. Tiana Gardner stepping in, and Alexis Horn out of Baton Rouge shoots 2.
Yes, and right now the difference for UIW, in the first half they had 14 turnovers. In the 3rd quarter they only had 3. But Southeastern Louisiana has had 2 or 3 opportunities to get some separation. Right now, if you can get 5 points separation, you can win this game somewhere in this quarter. That's what you're hunting if you're Southeastern Louisiana.
Especially with as low scoring as this game has been. Second foul on Gardner in the first of the quarter. Alexis Horn had a season-high 17 yesterday, plus 5 rebounds and 5 assists. It really was a career performance, and she puts her team up by 1.
I think Terrell's going to have to come back in the game. Regardless of the number of fouls, I think if she is in the game, I think she's going to have to play very, very hard, very tough.
And flashes to the backside and is fouled by Chrissy Brown.
Yeah, she's only got 3 fouls. Play. I mean, forget fouling out. If you foul out, you foul out. I don't want to save you, and then you carry fouls home with you.
She's a naturally aggressive player. Has only scored 3 points in this game so far, but had that monster contest against McNeese 2 days ago, 24-19. Brown takes a seat. Jocelyn Moore inbounds. Jenkins from the corner. Off the mark for the lead. Gibson keeps it alive. How about UIW, the second effort? Gardner gets the advantage. The lead for UIW. The first time today the Cardinals have taken the advantage.
So, Gardner, I'm glad you're not listening to this TV guy. I said that would not be a good shot against Davis. All you've done is scored on her twice.
Knocked away. Jenkins on the floor. And Southeastern keeps it. The Cardinals somehow, even after such a rocky start, have come back to take the lead here in Katy.
And you got to be aware of Davis. She's so good inside, but great penetration by inside.
Horn nearly gave it away, but Giratano steadily takes it back. Bell. Nice job by Gardner to take it away from Davis, and UIW trying to run.
Great defense by Gardner on Davis at that time.
Moore didn't like that shot. The leading scorer in the league still at just 4 points. Thankfully, there have been several players pick it up for UIW. Like Tiana Gardner. Fouled by Davis. More free throws. Coach, why do they love to put Tiana Gardner in ISO situations?
What they do is they run this little Princeton offense, but they've adjusted to it, and they allow Gardner to get the ball on the elbow going against Davis. Davis is not near as quick as she is. Davis is stronger and bigger, but so what they've done, Gardner has done a nice job of going to the basket. Now they've made a sub. They're going to put Williams on her at this time because Williams is just as quick as Gardner.
All smiles for Tiana Gardner, averaging almost 14 points and over 7 rebounds a game in this tournament, and the Cardinals out to a 3-point advantage.
See, Southeastern Louisiana now is going a little bit smaller. They're taking out Kaeli. They're taking out Davis inside. Now they put Bell to play the 4 spot.
Everything you want in a championship game. A tight one. Williams inside. Finishes plus the foul. Caitlin Williams says, I want to savor the moment, live in the moment. Here's a big moment. That's the 4th foul on Destiny Terrell. And it's the first bucket for Williams since the 5:38 mark of the 3rd. Southeastern had not scored a field goal since then. Williams to tie it.
I thought Williams was a great sub putting her in by Coach Gazzardo. I think you got to get in. You got to go with your all-conference player. I think she's a great matchup against Gardner.
Southeastern in the man-on-man. Gibson, jump stop. Storr, offensive rebound. Jenkins from the logo. Storr keeps it alive, but Bell breaks out. Loses it. They keep it alive. For Southeastern, it was 20 years since their last conference tournament win. They've got 2 wins in 2 days. Can they make it 3 in a championship? Alexis Horn, blocking foul. Gibson tried to slide over a little bit late.
But what a game. This game has been back and forth since early in the game. 1 point difference. I just think that anybody that can kind of get 2 shots together, John, I'm asking for 3 now. Just get 2 shots together. Going to be a difference.
It's called a streak.
Yeah, that's a real streak.
3rd team foul on Incarnate Word. Giratano, crossover on Moore for the lead. A lot of contact, and kisses it in.
What a bank shot. I think that's the shot that's going to win the game late. Somebody's going to hit a bank shot.
Banks open on Sunday?
Oh, yeah, on Sunday.
Remember Bell had the banker at the half? I've already seen a lot of banks. Gardner. Williams walls up. Jenkins says, I'm alone. Can't get it. Oh, look bucket. Gardner just stripping away from Williams.
Yeah, that's just desire, buddy. When you're sitting here watching a game like this is so back and forth. You get too involved in the game. You get to thinking about coaching instead of announcing.
UIW blew out regular season champ HBU yesterday. Southeastern had to play 5 extra minutes against Corpus Christi to pick up a win. What a feed! Horn slips it to Williams for 2.
But I like Jenkins' confidence. She shot 2-3 balls in a row. She ain't quit shooting. Get the ball to Moore. Give her a little ball screen.
Gardner's been the one. Gibson spinning. Bell's there. Gardner against Williams once more. And too much body by Williams. It's an armbar. And a foul on Williams. The 3rd team foul and the 2nd on Williams in this game. It's a good matchup, Gardner and Williams, isn't it?
Tremendous matchup.
Gardner has scored the last 9 for UIW. Going back to the well, and she heads to the line. 3rd foul on Williams.
Gardner's done it with the right hand. She's done it with her left hand, and she's posted up. She's hit from the elbow. She's hit from the block.
Tiana Gardner has come into her own in this tournament. She has been in double figures every single tournament game. Now 6 straight after her first 30 games of her career, only being in double figures 5 times. What causes a player to rise to the moment like this?
Some people can take pressure. Some people want the ball. Some people want to hide from the ball. Gardner's a player that wants the ball. I want to make a difference in this game. She is.
14 for Gardner to lead all scorers. She said, we're just trying to go 1-0 today. We're just playing for today. We are living in the moment. UIW up by 1. Williams, great position, but misses on the underside, and Gardner has the board.
Gardner not only is carrying them on offense, she's carrying them on the defensive side. If Southeastern misses it, Gardner has it.
That's her 8th rebound. Gardner wants it again. Travel. And it wipes off a possible shot by Storr. UIW swinging in front of Southeastern Louisiana for a championship. Presented by Kubota, the USS Texas Standing Guard. UIW, the Texas team, up on Southeastern by 1. Under 5 to play in the Southland Championship game. The winner makes it to the NCAA Tournament for the first time in school history. Just like these 2 other first-timers, Longwood won the Big South Tournament. IUPUI, the automatic qualifier out of the Horizon. And a 3rd first-time school, either Incarnate Word or Southeastern, will come out of Katy. John Liddle back with Van Chancellor. Under 5 to go. What a 4th quarter we've had so far.
Gardner has 14. He has 12 of them in the second half. What a half of basketball.
And the last 11 points for UIW. Southeastern, though, the preseason favorites in this league. Do they have one more comeback left? Horn inside. Williams charge. Gardner is doing it on every single end of this floor.
She scored 11 points. She's got the last 3 defensive rebounds and now takes a charge at the crucial part of the game.
That's the 3rd on Horn. That is the 5th team foul on Southeastern, so they are over the limit. UIW shoots free throws for the remainder of this game. Jocelyn Moore held to 4 points. Gardner, one-on-one with Williams. A lot of contact, no call this time, and Bell comes out with it after a good defensive play by Williams. Lady Lions trying to take the lead. Played a rock fight with Corpus Christi yesterday. Williams off the mark. Gardner, 9th board.
I think maybe UIW needs to change their point of emphasis now with Williams, Gardner inside. You got to look for more. She's just too quick.
She's got to go through Gardner. She's looking to distribute. Looking backdoor. Instead, Gibson skips it. Jenkins breaks it down. Wild shot, way off, and a foul on Jenkins.
I thought that was a good call. She just ran in. She had 3 defenders, tried to penetrate. I think she could have. You got to kick the ball a little bit in that situation.
It's the 4th team foul on Southeastern, so on UIW, I should say, so they're out of team fouls. Approaching the 3-minute mark. Southeastern trying to retake the lead. They led for most of this game. Horn, heroic yesterday. Into the lane, contact and a call. And Moore says there's no way. Evidently got her in the head. Our Geico keys to the game, Coach. How are we doing so far?
I think they're doing, number one, playing loose. UIW's not taking care of the basketball very well in the first half, done better in the second half. And then they've done a great job. Southeastern has really, really done a great job of finding Moore, limiting her to 4 points. She hadn't had very many looks, and now they've had inconsistently scoring inside.
Alexis Horn to the line. 2 big free throws. She ties it up with the first one. Alexis Horn, Coach Gazzardo says she deserves it. She's been up and down this season, coming off the ACL injury. She missed all of last year. Horn, a former freshman of the year in this league, goes 1 of 2. Gibson has the rebound to Jenkins. Tie game. Under 3 to play.
40 all. Carroll's back in the game. She could be a difference. She's got 4 fouls. She's got to go in the high post and maybe go one-on-one.
Against Giratano, who blocked her shot, keeps it alive to Gardner. Terrell to Gardner, and the lead back to UIW.
Great game. It's a shame both of these teams can't go to their tournament, but only one's going to get to go.
UIW trying to become the first team since 2016 to win 4 games in 4 days to make it to the tournament out of the Southland. Offensive rebound. Williams can't hit the stick back. Another rebound, this time by Brown. Out to Giratano. Bell downhill, slips to the cup. Strong! Gardner has a double-double.
See, that's been Southeastern's problem all game. They got shots. They got great looks. They got ball inside. Can't finish it.
Shooting under 30%. Jenkins! That would have been a dagger. Bell leaking ahead, ties it up!
That's one of the few mistakes defensively in transition I've seen UIW do. Didn't anybody get back? Bell ran the floor.
Bell, the freshman from Shreveport. And a beautiful full court feed by Alexis Horn. Gardner, headed up by Williams. Only 5 to shoot. Gibson. Jenkins from the logo. No way! The lead for UIW.
I think there was a half a second on the clock. Jenkins shoots it. She knew it. What a shot. You said it's going to take a big shot in this game.
Timeout, Southeastern. Incarnate Word came in needing to win 4 games in 4 days. Maybe it's just destiny. Destiny Jenkins for 3. The drama's high in Katy in the Southland Championship. UIW a minute away, leading by 3. Saturday at 2 Eastern, CBS Sports Network brings you the NCAA Division III Women's Basketball Championship game live from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Don't miss the tip-off. Yesterday, Kaeli Giratano, a similar situation. Her team down by 3, and she hit a huge shot, Coach.
Unbelievable. What a pressure shot. I look for her to get her 3 ball here late. They don't have to have one right now. If you're Southeastern, you got plenty of time. Take it to the basket. You can either get a 2 or a 3.
And both teams are in the bonus. Giratano. 3 ball not open. takes care of it to Chrissy Brown. Only 10 to shoot it here. Horn slides it. Giratano sidesteps. Fouled! Moore puts Giratano at the line 3 times.
They tried to run a play for Giratano to get it. Moore thought she had all ball. Oh, she didn't agree with that call at all. I don't know if they're looking to see if there's no question that's the 3-ball shot.
Yeah, just they're making sure, though. That's something they can do here. Kaeli Giratano. This is the player for Southeastern you want at the line in a situation like this. She is a 2-time all-conference player and 80% at the line this season.
It's going to get 3 free throws.
Ice water intervenes yesterday. Here's a look, Coach.
Yes, we'll look at
on the arm, no question.
And that's awfully tough. I think that instead of fouling her or trying to block that shot, Moore would have been better. I didn't think she had a good look. I think she was rushing it with the shot clock down. I think she'd have been a lot better off to have just contested it without coming close to fouling.
I bet it's tough to make that decision in a split second.
Yeah, I agree with that. Now, if you're UIW, make no difference what she does. You can call timeout and advance the ball, and you can take the last shot.
But the first one is off the mark by Kaeli Giratano.
See, that changes the complex of the game now. If she makes both of these, the shot clock's going to run out. If you're UIW, you can basically run it down to about 5 seconds. Now what you got to do now is block out. You got to really block out Williams because she's really going to crash this free throw.
Terrell and Gardner standing there for the rebound for UIW. There is no rebound, and it will be moved into the front court thanks to Jeff Dow's timeout. Well, one of these teams is going to head to the NCAA Tournament for the first time ever. Jersey Mike's is the proud title sponsor of the Naismith Women's Player of the Year Award. Join us over Final Four weekend as we highlight this year's winners right here on CBS Sports Network.
If I'm UIW, you don't have to worry about scoring.
Into Terrell, and she is fouled immediately. She got double-teamed, Coach, and 2 foul shots the rest of the way for both teams. Terrell heads to the line.
See, I always like to get the ball inbounds to my best free throw shooter. Terrell is only shooting 66%. I would have wanted to get the ball inbounds to Jenkins some way because she's shooting 90%.
But Terrell's been money in this tournament. First one is off the mark.
And now, one way or the other, Southeastern's going to take it, and they're going to advance it.
Not yet. The official's trying to make sure.
I don't know what this breakage is, but if I'm a coach, I don't like this breakage where my player on the free throw line, the backup official is coming out and discussing something. We're trying to get a game perfect. They're human beings. Let's play basketball.
Destiny Terrell, the heartbeat of Jeff Dow's team, to make it a 2-point game. Timeout to move it into the front court for Southeastern, and UIW has the 2-point advantage with just under 32 seconds left. Now, Southeastern, you've gotten a point back thanks to the 2 free throw opportunities. Our Hercules strong move of the game. Coach, watch this. Just the way that Bell gets it done.
Yeah, Bell does a great job of going to the basket, of playing so well, and she has such great presence of the game.
A lot of different players getting it done for Incarnate Word. Coach, remember, Jacqueline Moore, the leading scorer in the league, only has 4 points, and somehow you're up by 2 with 32 seconds left.
What you got to do at this time, I've been a little surprised Bell has not returned into the game at this time. But if you're Southeastern Louisiana, you've got to take and take the first shot you can get. You don't need a three. Just get a good quality shot. You got to go. I look for Horn to dribble drive and dish off.
Horn trying to go quick. Brown looking inside. Brown, Williams for the tie. It's short. Rebound tipped out. And a foul on Southeastern puts Gardner at the line with 20 seconds left.
Whereas that coach got the shot she wanted. She got it from Williams. She got it in close. She did not make it. Now it just comes down to free throw time. But still, with the advancement of the ball, John, there's plenty of time. Gardner has to make a free throw and make it much tougher. 2 free throws puts them in great shape.
The last team to win 4 in 4 days to win this tournament, Northwestern State. The Lady Demons did it in 2015, beating HBU in the final. Gardner has made it a 3-point game. Ice water in her veins.
Oh, what a game by this young lady. Right now she scored the points in this. What a player, what a game.
Our sub-above player of the game presented by Jersey Mike's. How can we not go to Tiana Gardner?
She's got every defensive rebound, every shot inside the basket. She's made the mid-range jumper. I don't know of anything she's done except carry the water to the other players during timeout. What a penetration to the basket. And all of this is coming pressure time. And what a steal there. In the second half, she scored only 2 in the first half. She scored all of her points, 8-16 in the second half.
Tiana Gardner announcing her presence in this tournament. 16 of her 18 in the second half. At the line, she's been almost perfect, 8 of 9, and the first double-double of her college career at the D1 level with 18 points, 11 rebounds.
And I said that UIW had to put the ball on they had to go on the back of Moore. Well, that's wrong. They've gone to the back of Gardner. She's the one that's carried them 18 and 11. What a half of basketball.
Less than a decade ago, UIW was a Division II team. This is just the 5th year they have been eligible for the NCAA Tournament. And the Cardinals are on the verge of going dancing if they can defend.
You better play Giratano man-to-man.
They need something quick. Giratano from the corner keeps her team alive. Now, UIW moves it into the front court in a 1-point game. Unreal performance by Giratano over the last 2 days.
I thought that they should not have helped inside. I thought they could have played her man. You can't give her that shot. Now that puts you in a position to where you got to make another play. You're going to have to make 2 more free throws because they're going to foul you immediately. Southeastern's going to foul you. What 2 great shots by this young lady late in 2 games. Unbelievable 3 balls.
Early on in this game, Incarnate Word was just trying to hang on for dear life.
Yes.
But here they are, leading by 1. Giratano doing everything she can to keep Southeastern Louisiana in it. Now, Coach, Southeastern out of timeouts. They won't be able to advance the ball after the free throws. How does that affect everything?
I don't think there's any doubt, but 11 seconds is a long time. I think if you're UIW now, you got to get the ball in bounds to somebody that you think is going to make at least 1 free throw.
Jenkins is their leading free throw shooter this season, number 4. They get it to Gibson instead in the backcourt, and Horn hasn't come to her yet. She knocks it away. Horn lays it in and one. Unbelievable. Southeastern was down by 4 moments ago. Giratano's 3, the turnover and the bucket put Southeastern up by 1 with 5 seconds left and a free throw to go. And Cameron Gibson is devastated.
At this point in time, I thought Southeastern was dead in the water, but what two great plays. Their shirts say when they warm up, never quit. Well, they haven't quit today.
Horn for a 2-point lead. In and out, offensive rebound, Williams, she's fouled! Like the exact opposite from game one, where UIW was down by 5 with 15 seconds left, came back from the dead, and Southeastern is doing the same, flipping the script on Incarnate Word. Williams, a 70% foul shooter, leaving the door cracked. Now there is a timeout left for UIW.
They've got the block out, take a timeout.
Here we go. Two-point game, 3.7. UIW calls their final timeout, down by 2, and moments ago, they were leading by 4.
Unbelievable. With 19 seconds to go, they were leading by 4. Now, 16 seconds later, they're down by 2.
Southeastern has 6 points in the last 11 seconds.
I told you, we got a stat man here called Gene. He's the best in the business, son. How about that? He come up with that play right here.
Look at the faces of UIW. They're devastated, and they still have another chance.
Yeah, you got right now. You got to find somebody that's going to step up. You got to make a play. You can't be down in the dumps. You're only down 2 points. 3.7 is a pretty good minute time to play.
Moments ago, they thought they were closing in on their first ever NCAA tournament appearance. Southeastern Louisiana has scored 6 points in the last 11 seconds of work to take the lead. Do the Cardinals believe enough? Tiana Gardner, with her 18 points and 11 rebounds, has been monumental. Nobody has timeouts left. No fouls to give. A foul would put UIW at the line for 2. Where do you go, Coach?
I think you got to get the ball in bounds. And I would have already had more in bounds on the last possession. I think you got to get the ball to Moore and let's see what she can do. She's got to create. She's your best player. She's the best athlete.
Terrell looking. 3.7. No, they give it to Gardner instead. Driving, short, foul, and Gardner will have a chance to tie it.
What a pressure, what a play. They drew up a play. Coach Dow drew up a play that you thought Moore was going to get the ball. But she did off the ball screen. You throw it to your inside player, she draws a foul.
Gardner's the player you want at the line. She has carried this team in the second half. The roll to make it a 1-point game.
John Moore can't look at it. She turned the back when she released the ball. She's not.
Wow! Tie game, half second, no timeouts. Ducksworth, it's late. It would have gone almost, but we're headed to overtime, Coach, again in the championship game of the Southland Conference Tournament.
What a basketball game.
It's been incredible. 5 more minutes to decide who punches their ticket for the first time. The resilience of UIW. Tiana Gardner knocking down 2 free throws with a half second left in regulation after her team had fumbled away a certain chance at a title to make those 2 free throws. I just stand in awe.
I'm amazed at that. Here you are, you made every shot for the second half, and then what a game. 10 ties, 6 lead changes with Gardner keeping him in. I thought at one time UIW had it won. I thought then Southeastern Louisiana had it won. And now we're going to overtime.
Shocking turn of events at the end of this one. Incarnate Word led by 4. Southeastern came back to lead by 2. Gardner hit the free throws to send us to OT. Southeastern is 2-0 in overtimes this season. I'm John Liddle alongside Van Chancellor, the legend, Naismith Basketball Hall of Famer. One of these teams will make the NCAA Tournament for the first time ever. UIW, which had to win 4 games in 4 days to do it. And Southeastern, who won yesterday in overtime in the semis, as Jenkins steals it away. Terrell was the one to poke it out.
I see a little different bounce in the step for UIW after tying it up. When they thought they were beat, they were a little down. Now they've come back.
Remember Jeff Dow talking about house money. We're playing with house money. Nobody's expecting us to be here. Out of the corner, Bell for 2. What a big shot.
Yeah, but they ran a ball screen right there between Moore. That's the first ball screen they had. Now Bell's returned to the game, and what a difference she's going to make.
Who would have thought they'd run a play for Myra Bell there? That had to catch Southeastern by surprise.
Oh, yes.
Giratano. Knocked away. Gardner, the MVP of this game with a steal.
She's having a game she can think about when she's 40 years old. She's going to remember in the Southland Conference, I made 2 free throws with 5 seconds to go.
She's been big. It's 5 steals. Tried to hand it off to Terrell and threw it over her hands. It's giveaway number 21. Jeff Dow trying to make the NCAA tournament at the Division I level for the first time. He made it 3 times as the head coach of IUP at the D2 level. Horn rims it off. Terrell, big rebound. Destiny Jenkins had a big 3 late in the 4th quarter. She has been strong. Gardner against Williams, who is playing with 4 fouls. And this is a charge. Otherwise, Williams would be gone. That's 4. Tiana Gardner. Tough call either way, probably.
Yeah, I think it's a call. If it goes against Williams, that's devastating. It's got the 4th foul on her. So she gets her 5th foul. That's going to be tough on UIW.
Alexis Horn, who made a big 3 yesterday against Corpus Christi to give her team the lead for good in that one. Bell inside Williams. Short! Terrell there. So many chances at the bucket for Southeastern in this one.
Williams has had 2 little chip shots inside. Can't come down. I'd like to see Moore come back and run screen and roll with her and Terrell.
UIW trying to execute. Getting it to their best player, Moore. She only has 4 points in the game. 5 to shoot. Crossing over Horn. In the lane. No good. Huge rebound again by Williams. Only 2 points in OT for either team. Southeastern has not scored in the first 3 minutes of overtime. Giratano leads them with 15. Giratano knocked away by Bell. Skip pass, Horn. 5 to shoot, Giratano against Moore. 2 to tie. Terrell tears down another board. She's knocked down. It's a travel. Terrell screaming for a call. It doesn't come. It stays with Southeastern under 2 to play. All the officials are going to change this here. What are they saying to be able to change this, Coach?
I'm
Because there's not been a foul call.
I'm mystified with that change. Now, I can't tell you what it is. Yeah, that's exactly right. There's an overrule by one official over the other.
Terrell was still dribbling when she fell down.
Yeah.
So that's not a travel. So UIW takes it back. Jenkins, Terrell. Moore with only 4 to shoot. To the corner, forces it up, short. 1:10 left. Can Southeastern finally crack the scoreboard in OT?
Giratano must find a way to get open. I think she's really fatigued at this time, but she's got to shoot the 3 ball some way.
Williams, Brown, Giratano. Williams flashes open, the advantage on Gardner. We're tied up. How else would this game end than close? Memorable weekends for both these squads. Can we have another play-in game in the NCAA Tournament? Moore rattles home a shooter's touch for a lead.
What a coaching change, though. He put more on the elbow. She got it, dribble drive, went left. What a great shot by Moore. That's her favorite shot. That's her best shot.
The mid-range lost in today's game, but it's not lost on the leading scorer in this league, Jocelyn Moore.
What a great shot. You struggled all game. Great players do this. They may struggle all game, but when it comes clutch time, they make the shot. Now, for UIW, you can't give up an offensive rebound on this shot. And I would say this, that if I'm Southeastern Louisiana, I'm going to move the ball around and try to get it inside to Williams and let her go on Gardner with 4 fouls.
Shot clock is off. Do you try to bleed it down, or do you go pretty quickly here,
You got to go just like normal offense. You take it. The reason you do that, John, if you miss it, that gives you an opportunity to foul and extend the game.
Southeastern out of timeouts. UIW has 1.
Well, Giratano has been the player that's been able to make the key shot for him. You can't get away from her.
Look at the attention she garners. 20 seconds left in OT. Giratano fumbles it to the ground and stolen away by UIW. They've got a foul bell at midcourt. Brown fouls out with 12.8 to go in OT.
Bell is a 61% shooter. That's not a bad foul. If you're Southeastern Louisiana, you're going to put a 61% shooter. You're not going to put Gardner on the line, John. That's the big thing. Kick her off the line.
Yeah. She's 10 of 11 today. Bell, first trip to the line today. She had the bucket to open up OT. The starter at the end of this season has been huge for this team. Empty on the first. Now no timeouts left for Southeastern. They've got to go the length of the floor. Got to get the rebound if it's a miss.
Got to have transition defense after she misses both free throws.
Horn nearly lost it. Here comes Ducksworth. Ducksworth downhill, the floater short. Rebound, Gardner holding it. She's fouled with 4 seconds. UIW to the line, and for the second time in the last 15 minutes, they can feel an NCAA tournament berth in San Antonio.
It's ironic that you got Gardner, who's been the star of this game, on the line with a chance to clinch it. If she makes both, it's over with.
They would not be in this game without Gardner. They would not be in overtime without Gardner. She's living right. A career-high 21.
Yes, and what a second half. That's 19 of them. Clutch free throws once again. I wouldn't pressure the ball. I dropped completely back.
That's it! 4 wins, 4 days. UIW stuns Southeastern and is going dancing for the first time ever.
What a great game by UIW. They deserve this celebration. You thought there would be. They had heart. They had character. They had everything that you want in a team.
Who would have thunk it? They were down to Nichols with 15 seconds left in regulation on Thursday. They were about to lose to the 8th seed. Jocelyn Moore pulled the fat from the fire with 2 3-pointers, including the buzzer beater. Now 3 days later, Sunday belongs to the Cardinals, and they're going to the NCAA Tournament for the first time in school history.
Yes, and Gardner put the team on her back, made the free throws to send it to overtime, made the free throws to seal the game. What a great job that this young lady has done. Hats off to Jeff Dow and the job they have done. They were dead against Nichols. They win it. They won 4 games. Don't tell me about being tired. You can rest tomorrow.
An afterthought heading to Katy, and nobody will ever be able to forget about what UIW did in 4 days here just west of Houston. Tiana Gardner making a name for herself. Career highs, 22 points, 12 rebounds. Jeff Dow going dancing in Division I for the first time. And here comes Tiana Gardner. Congratulations on the win. Tiana, this team was in a tough spot. I mean, you guys were up by 4, and then all of a sudden you're down. Yeah. You're at the line. I got to be honest, the look on your face didn't say to me utmost confidence. What helped you hit those free throws?
Just the fact that those weren't my first free throws of the game. Those weren't the quote-unquote most clutch free throws of the game. And I just kind of knew, this kind of makes or breaks, the next couple possessions. We practice free throws every day in practice, when we're tired, multiple times. So I knew this is something I was able to do. And it's having the confidence of my teammates, my parents, the coaches, all of that. It really goes a long way. It really helps.
This is the most dominating game I've seen a young lady have in the second half. You did all of your stuff in the second half. 19 points, maybe 21. How did you play after playing 4 days in a row? Have the energy to play so well?
Just persistence, resilience. We knew this is what we had to do to win, and we went out there and we did it.
Well, great job today. One of the greatest performances I've ever seen.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Tiana Gardner, our player of the game, 22 points, and UIW is headed to the NCAA Tournament for the first time ever. An incredible performance. And for Van Chancellor and our entire crew, this is John Liddle saying so long from the Merrill Center in Katy, Texas. An overtime win for UIW. This has been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports.